Okay.
And this time, I'm going to bring my screen down so I can't see you. And so my face is going to be at the camera, and I'm not going.
Okay, so all right.
You don't change anything. You're good.
I'm good?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good. You're doing you. You're good. I just wanted to do this differently. And if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's have fun. Let's start the show.
Okay.
It's Ace Micheals tonight or today or tomorrow. And it's 20 questions. You love the show so much, you send us in your stuff that you want us to ask people on the air. And the whole point of the show is you never know a person until you get to know a person. You ever notice that? You ever know that? The people that you see every day in the laundromat might not be the people you think they are. And the best way to find out who they are for real is ask them 20 questions. Today, my guest is Ginger Snap. She's on the show, ready to do her 20 questions with your man, Ace Micheals. Ginger Snap, welcome back.
Hello.
How you doing, Dorland?
I'm good.
You good? Yes, you are. You are good. And so you know how we do the show because you've done it before. So just tell the truth and nothing but the truth. This is like that game of truth or dare, except we don't have dare. You only have truth. It's your only option is to tell the truth. And that's what's up. We're going to jump right into it. Our first question is, does heaven and hell exist?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways that it could be thought of. I think that given in religion how it's a certainty, or maybe one realm, I think that it's many. And I think that we have those experiences here on earth as both heaven and hell, whatever our belief is, whatever we think exists. So, sure.
I like that answer. And
Okay.
so do you think there's an actual staff in hell? Like you go to hell and there's actually demons there with pitchforks ready to like mess you up for eternity? And the same in heaven, like there's people handing out harps and wings and like, yo, my wings are too small. I thought my wings were gonna be bigger. These wings don't barely fit. This is bull crap. Ola.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I signed up for a much more better heavenly experience than this right here. I need to talk to somebody. Who's in charge? No, I know who's in charge, but I mean, before I get to that level, who do I talk to? I'm just thinking about it. I just visualized it, you know?
That was pretty good.
I went there. I couldn't help it. Something to think about. Heaven and hell. Okay, question number 2. When is it acceptable, Ginger Snap, when is it acceptable to break the law? When is it okay? You know, when is it okay to break the law?
Well, laws aren't really based on ethics, so.
Amen. Thank you. Yes. Speak. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Woo! Preach, teacher.
Okay. Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah.
You gonna say more?
No, okay.
Of course.
So, I guess since it's not based on ethics, I don't really think that law justifies any type of truth. So, I don't think of breaking it. You know, people. I think that when someone wants to do something, they're not gonna not do it because it's against the law. They're not going to do it if they're just a moral person who has ethics. Now, people that do break the law, they're just going to be them. The law's not going to.
Yeah, and that's a good point. So you're saying somebody's going to break the law. It's because the law means nothing to them anyway.
Well, yeah, I think that it's like I think that so the law is like black or white, and it's not really meant to help anybody. All it does is punish after and then warn you before, like this is what's going to happen. But there's so many different things and different outcomes that come to people that don't seem justified at all,
Mhm.
as far as like the punishment fitting the crime. So that's if you just look at the law, you know.
Yeah, and we got to remember that, we live in, America, where just 100 years ago, it wasn't against the law to shoot somebody at the card table. If you thought they cheated you in cards, you could just shoot them. And then when the sheriff showed up, you just explained to the sheriff, like, hey, he cheated me in cards. And the sheriff would be like, well, let me buy you a bourbon then. Bourbon's all around because Jimmy cheated him in cards, damn it. And that was the law. It was okay. You know what I'm saying? And now the law is different. So when is it okay to break the law and not break the law? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a popular question. A lot of people want to know the answer to this question. I do myself, actually. I want to know, do you believe in true love? Mm.
Sure, but I think that love is more than just one emotion. I think it's many. I think it's friendship and it's relationships and it's stuff like that. I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's nature. I think it's how you appreciate things. And so, yeah, that's what I think love is.
Hey, I'm not here to agree or disagree, but I do have to agree. I think that was a very,
Okay.
very, very, very well put. Thank you for that. Have you ever lied? Have you ever lied to somebody?
Yeah.
Lied.
Yeah.
Are you lying right now?
No.
You can tell me if you're lying right now. We can do like a no lie rule and be like, yo,
Sure.
I did just lie right now, but I promise I will never lie again. Actually, that's a
Okay.
lie too. But
Right. Right.
I did not have sexual intercourse with that
Oh
woman.
my God. Okay.
I did not. I did not. Okay, but this isn't about me. So you do lie? You're a liar? You
Uh,
did lie? You lied?
sure. Yeah. Um, Probably on a daily basis, I do some type of deception. That's, again, I think that's the feeling of having distrust and all of the negative feelings. So it's not anything I intentionally do. It's just I know that since I do have struggles, they're going to come out somehow to other people and how I interact with them. So, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Do you think it's
Okay.
better to reveal a lie? Like when you start to tell a lie, you're like, no, I haven't seen him. No, I haven't seen him. I told you I haven't seen him. Wait a second. Actually, I did. Should you reveal the lie in the middle, or just once you've started the lie, just don't even, because you lie,
Oh,
you're caught. You know what I mean?
right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I guess however you choose to answer that is going to determine how you're dealing with this feeling that's making you lie like that. So,
Do you think that there are some people you should never lie to, no matter what, like your pastor or like your lover, your husband, or everybody's the same? Like you shouldn't lie in general, but I mean, are there some people that no matter what, you don't lie to the Pope? You know what
oh,
I'm saying?
no, I don't have that feeling. I feel like, in general, that you should feel comfortable not having to lie to anyone at any point in your life or to anyone. But it's hard because there's your own issues with trust and things like that.
Mhm.
So,
And let's be honest, sometimes the girl did look fat in that dress, and
okay.
that's
Well,
what it is. I
right,
mean,
right.
honey,
So,
you know what I'm saying?
don't,
Honey, if you
no,
see the
you don't want
nipples,
to hurt
I don't know
somebody.
what
You
to
don't want to
say.
hurt somebody's feelings.
But
No.
honey, you know what I'm saying? They got a gymnasium down the street. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Tube skirt? Really? Really? I'm just saying. All right. So yes, we're on the right page. Have you ever cheated? That's the next question. So lying is one thing. Cheating on the other hand, whether it be cheating sexually or cheating in a deck of cards
Wait,
situation.
how do you cheat sexually? Oh, never mind.
Right? Well, I could tell you, but then I have to kill you.
Okay, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Cheating is.
Right, right.
Have you ever cheated?
Yeah.
She
A
said,
lot.
she sounded like you're supposed to. Yeah. What?
No, it's not that. It's just, yeah, of course I have. I've cheated and, I've lied and I've hurt other people and I've um I've everybody does that. But yeah.
You know what I feel is like the most despicable level of cheating?
What?
And it's probably strange because it's not really what some people would think, but I think if you cheat on a test, to me that
Are
if
you
you
serious?
actually cheat,
I
yeah, to
cheated
me,
on tests.
in my mentality, if you went through the trouble of cheating, lying on these answers, writing them down, and then you're going to have the audacity to turn it in to the professor and stand there for a minute while he looks at it and you kind of shuffle your weight like you really did it. To me, that's like the worst cheating you could do. Like, you don't know the answer to those questions.
I've done that. I've done that.
No, you don't know that. You shouldn't be doing that.
I did.
Oh,
Yes.
that to me is a direct road into hell. If there's
Okay.
any direct road, is cheating on a test. That is
Okay.
no. Although I did it on a driver's test, I did cheat. It's a long story why, but I had to have this driver's test taken and it had to be right. And I didn't have time to be messing around. I needed to get my license that next day reinstated. So what I did was on the drive there, I had already pre-recorded all the answers and I just played that over and over and over and over again, like literally all the way up to the kiosk where I got in and started taking the test. I had all the answers playing on a loop. It was wrong, but you see me driving, okay?
Well, now you see.
You know why I'm wrong.
Well, now you see why other people do it too.
Yes, I do. Hey, I didn't say I wasn't sympathetic to it. No saint here, people. Really, honestly, Ace Micheals, come on. Who's the judge? All right, here's a question number 6. What would be a reason? What would be a reason that you would likely take money that otherwise would be considered filthy money, dirty money? Why would you do that? Gender snap.
Okay, so why would I do it?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Can you give me an
Why would you take
example?
filthy money. What's wrong with
Can
you?
you give me an example so I can answer it then?
Let's say you're walking down the street, you see a bag, and it's marked Bank of America, and you pick it up, and it's got hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars of cash. You know that money is filthy. You know better.
Okay.
Maybe,
So what would I do?
well, is that one reason? Or another reason, filthy money might be somebody asking you to do some favor or some kind of work that you know is wrong, you know is dirty, you know is nasty. What's wrong with you? Am I gonna be a French maid for? Yeah, I'm gonna be that. Give me that money.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, well, those are two different things. And
Give me that money.
I don't know. I think that goes along. You got to do things the right way for you to get the right things that come in your life. So yes, I could take that money from Bank of America because the fucking banks own the world and they're greedy and they're corrupt, okay?
How quickly we justify, yeah, those fucking corporations.
They are.
Money anyway.
Right? But at the same time, then I'm stealing, I guess. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know.
Is it really stealing if they stole?
I don't know.
Is it really stealing?
I don't know how you would ever steal from a bank, ever.
Well, you find out. Go with your 9 p.m. fifth mask on or whatever it's called and find out. But what about like somebody offering you some filthy money? Like if you got a friend that you know is a mobster,
Okay.
dealer, you know, and they offer you some money, you know that money came from some ill-gotten gains. You know it's not good money.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. All these corporations out here, all these fucking stores you go to, it's the same fucking bloody money. There's no fucking difference.
I always would ask somebody, do you have a diamond ring? Do you have a diamond ring? Diamond rings are mind.
I don't have a diamond ring, no.
They're horrible. The way a diamond ring comes to you is a terrible, sad story. But people wear diamonds, so
Why is it a sad story?
because they put children in those mines. They mine diamonds with like
Oh.
8-year-old kids in mines. Many of
Well,
those.
okay, I guess it depends on where, because the diamond is a very, very powerful gem. It's not going to be all like that. Not all diamonds are going to have that energy in them. So if you think that those are the kind of relationships that are going to be brought to you, so you kind of got to break out of that and understand that diamonds come from beautiful places too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on that? Question number 7. Are God and Jesus real? We talked about heaven and hell. Are God and Jesus real?
Okay, so in the Bible's readings, is that what you mean? Like if I open up the Bible and
I'm
God.
saying, are they organic, real people, real things? Like, are they real?
Oh, so I don't
Real?
think God was ever portrayed as a person, but Jesus was the human form. Sure, but here's the thing with religion, it kind of has a beginning and then it stops, and eternity is never explained to you as far as heaven goes. So, um, I don't know.
It's a big question, huh?
No, yes, they exist, but I think that you got to ask yourself the context of it.
Hmm.
So, just, yeah, I think everything exists. So,
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
yeah,
Okay, so if God and Jesus do exist, then we've got to understand or believe that there's a light side and a dark side. There's the yin and the yang.
yeah,
So God and Jesus, we say yes, yes, they exist. Then the next question is, do evil spirits lurk among us? Because, if angels can lurk among us, then couldn't evil spirits also be under the chair right now, watching this particular podcast, logged on to your Netflix account when you're asleep? Like what? Couldn't they? Don't they?
yeah, yeah, of course. Everything exists all around you. That's the part of life that we're not ever taught, or no one talks about it. No one really understands it. I certainly don't understand fully, but I do think about it, and yeah.
You say there's just as much chance that there are evil spirits lurking among us right now
Oh
as there
yeah, there's
are
everything.
Republicans.
As did you say Republicans?
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
not saying evil spirits are Republicans. I'm just saying
oh.
they're very. No, I'm not going to say nothing about that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let you draw your own conclusion. But we
Okay.
do agree that evil spirits could be lurking among us. We do agree with
Oh, absolutely. And when you talk of Republican, there's evil and good in that, and also there's evil and good in Democrats too. So it's not a matter of one side versus the other. I think it's how people portray both of those sides of the political party.
that. That's right. I just default to Republicans, but yeah, Democrats are evil too. Don't get me wrong. If you're a Democrat right
I
now, you better slap your hand. You know you're doing wrong.
think,
Okay,
yeah,
uh,
okay,
we're gonna talk about sex, baby.
okay,
We're gonna talk about sex.
okay.
All right. Where does sex cross the line from pleasurable to perverse? Everybody's got that
Yeah.
point where they say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, wait a minute."
Yeah. You should have that point. And at that point, then if your partner doesn't understand or want to respect that, then you know that person's not for you. That's all there is to it. There doesn't need to be any hate or anger. You just you don't be with someone like that.
Hmm.
So.
Yeah, you just get to a point where you're like, "Yo, I'm not down with that."
Mm-hmm.
You're down with that. You continue to be down with that. You're just not gonna
Yeah.
be down with that on my body.
Yeah.
That's all. We good. Good. So, what is the meanest thing you've ever said or done? You don't strike me as a mean person, but shit, that's because you
I'm
don't
not
strike
a
me
mean
as
person.
good people.
However, I it took a lot of really shitty experiences that I did for many, many years growing up with my mom, because my mom was truly one of the biggest bitches I've ever been around. And so I learned to be so bitchy from her. And I still was very kind and loving. And I didn't have an emotional connect with my mom. So I was just a total bitch.
Mm.
And when I knew somebody did something wrong, I wasn't very nice to them. I would just call them names and just yell at them, almost like a really bad bitchy Karen. Okay. And so I learned as I got older, when I got away from my mom, that I did not need to be like that, that I'm right to have the feelings that I feel, but I have to express myself in a better manner, even if the other person's a total dick or whatever. I think I have to represent who I am and the people I want in my life, you know?
That's that rising above mentality.
That's
So you're going to
just,
take the high
yeah.
road. If they choose to be down, you're still going to take the high road.
Well, and it's challenging, so don't think that I don't say fuck off every once in a while, because I do. I mean, there are just some times when I'm like, that is absolutely fucking stupid. And, and most of the time I just say something and I walk away now. Before I would just be like yelling and screaming, and now I'm just say something and then that's it. And then I'm like, man, why are they like that? And why did I act like that? Then I think about, it was at Target, the very last time I was at Target, and I was paying with cash at the self checkout. And the girl said, can you stand in the square? And then she had on masks and gloves. And I just said, or the circle. I said, why do I have to stand in that circle? And she said, well, I put the money you give me into the machine. And I said, okay, you know how stupid that sounds, right? And then she's like, well, I gotta follow guidelines, blah, blah, blah. And then I just stopped talking and I didn't go any further. But really, I don't know if people are wondering at all how all this stuff doesn't make sense. I just gave her money that I touched, and yet I still had to stay far away from her. I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Even more than that, I'm touching the machine. I'm fucking scanning stuff and touching stuff, and she's touching the things that I'm touching. So that shit drives me mad. So sometimes I do go off. That's why I try not to go out so much anymore, because I'm afraid I'm going to say something, because I fucking hate the masks. I don't believe in them. And I hate what's happening. But anyway, okay.
That is real talk.
But I wear them. I don't throw a fit at the store and like throw myself on the ground or say, fuck you. I wear them, but they're annoying.
I got a question here. This is actually my favorite question. This
Okay.
prompted the whole thing. This is my favorite question. I want to ask everybody this in life. Would you prefer to live for 6 more seconds, 6 more minutes, 6 more hours, or 6 more days?
As life is right now?
No, as life, pretend life like you wanted life. Of course, like it is right now. You know what I'm talking about.
So I would just die in the next 6 minutes
6
or
seconds, 6 minutes,
seconds.
6 hours, or 6 days.
I have no idea how to fucking answer that question.
That's because my questions are dope, dog. My questions are
You
like,
got 666 in there. The fuck?
I got 4 sixes in there, actually.
Okay.
6 minutes, no, 6 seconds, 6 minutes, 6 hours, or 6 days. You think about it, if you knew you're going to die 6 days from now, you might be happy that you have the extra time, but you know you're going to die in 6 days. You don't want that.
Sure, I got you. Okay. Maybe if you want to go do stuff, I guess.
You got stuff to do. You got stuff to do, but you know you're going to die in 6 days. Why get new things started?
Oh, you asked me why?
I'm thinking out loud.
Um,
Don't worry about me.
Oh, no, because I think that once you look at death as not scary, then, you're evolving.
So if you knew you could die in 6 minutes, would you be cool with that? He's like, hey, just get it done. Keep it pushing.
Oh, I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know. I can't answer that.
That's a good question. Huh?
Dad, I can't answer that yet. Yeah.
Maybe we come back to it, maybe we won't. Who knows? It's there. It's out in the ether.
Sure. Ask me in another show.
Yeah. You think
Okay.
about it. Six
Hmm.
minutes. No, sorry. 6 seconds, 6 minutes, 6 hours, or 6 days.
Okay.
You never know. Speaking of death, death seems to be a popular topic tonight. Speaking of death,
Okay.
do you personally approve of the death penalty? You think that it's okay to sentence someone to death for their crimes? Death penalty, yes or no?
Okay. I don't think that anything in law like that is just the death penalty that's bad. I think all law at some point is the death penalty. So I think that when you are okay and it's lawful to have the death penalty, that means it's like premeditated murder. But at the same time, somebody that's not doing the actual death penalty in prison, it's just somebody like me that decides they're going to go kill somebody they know that is just a really fucking horrible person. Well, that's against the law, and now I'm going to go to jail and probably get sentenced to death. So it's just like this perpetual cycle of, hey, listen, the law can commit violence, okay, and we can go to war. Those are all justified because we, first of all, we say they are, and then we prepare them in the kindest manner. Bullshit. None of that. So I don't believe in the law. I don't believe the law is truth. So I don't believe we need to stop violence on all parts. You need to learn where that violence comes from. Stop killing.
And so you don't sound like you'd be a person who would have gone like in the during the French Revolution, would have gone to see people publicly get beheaded or publicly get hung. Probably wouldn't have been your great ideal of a Saturday afternoon.
So I wonder about that. I would think about stuff like that. Why they would go watch that, and they're like, "Well, about those are the times." So it's almost like either they were just really numb from it and they didn't use their emotions or morals, because no person like that is going to want to go watch that doesn't feel pain, especially for someone else, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what they did. I guess if they think that that person is really bad, then that's okay. So maybe that's, I don't, I couldn't because I'm tired of seeing people getting killed, both good and bad.
Well, another question on our list is, do you own a gun?
I do own a gun.
And so, given that, would you have the capacity to use that gun if it were to save your life or someone else's life? Even if it wasn't to save a
Yeah.
life. Even if it wasn't to save a life. You know, you're standing in a liquor store and somebody reaches across the counter and grabs a pack of gum and then points their gun at the shopkeeper and says, "Look, I'm not paying for this gum." Well, that's what's up. Are you the kind of person that could pull your gun out and then shoot that individual?
No, man, I'm not. I'm fucking not that kind of person to do that. I only have this gun because it's been in my family for forever. Um, I know how to use it, and my dad likes guns, and he taught me at a very young age how to use them. So, and when I was in the military, I shot the M16. Okay, so I did understand guns. I don't particularly like them. Um, I can use it for protection, but given that situation, I don't know. I don't want to ever have to think I would think like that. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to do that.
When you were in the military, don't they tell you that, I mean, killing somebody is part of the gig, probably?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got to be ready to kill somebody, right?
Well, so they do. And so here's the thing about young adults and children. So when I went in, I'm fighting for freedom, right? Because I'm taught fighting is it and this is that, and I'm patriotic and all these things. It's not until you get older do you realize how devastating war is, and um, that that's just not the way ever, and we're not really told what really happens in war. So
That is extremely deep
yeah,
saying right now, especially coming from a military background.
yeah.
Uh, we're gonna lighten it right on back up. What's your
Okay.
favorite thing about yourself?
I really like my talents in music. I really do.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. You're very talented.
Oh, thank you.
Very talented. I've heard you play. I've heard you sing. And being an artist myself, I come with a bit of criticism on other artists. You know, I don't listen to just every artist and like what they're doing. Of course not, because as an artist, I'm always thinking myself, well, I could be playing too, and I could be singing, and I could be dancing. That's
Yeah.
just artists, you know, from artist to artist. I'm sure every filmmaker does the same thing when you look at someone else's film. But you truly are a gifted,
Thank
talented
you.
person. I do love your talent.
Thank you.
Love that. Love that about you. What's your body type scale? You know how everybody's got a body type. Some people say, oh, she's a 10,
I
she's
don't
a
fucking
7, she's a 3. In your
I
opinion,
don't
what's your body
I
type
don't
scale?
know.
Your opinion.
I don't know.
You don't have any, you don't look into the mirror and go, well, you know, I'm not doing too bad for a 6.75 today.
No. No.
No. Are there certain clothes you know you shouldn't wear because of your body type? You go, yeah, that's not going to work. Mm-mm.
Sure. Everybody does. Like, I'm not gonna dress in men's clothing. So there you go.
Look at the smarty pants. And with that, we go to the next question because clearly you got a smart alecky answer for everything.
Come
All
on.
right. All right. So what's the first impression that you give people that you know you give people this first impression about you? What is the first impression that you know you give people?
Well, I don't know that because I would have to ask them. I asked one person one time. I don't really think I've ever asked anybody else, hey, what's your first impression of me? Because if you're at work, they're going to give you some bullshit answer. Oh, well, I think you're a dedicated worker. No, that's not what I'm fucking talking about. And he said that he thought I was a snob. And this was a long time ago. But I think that I am genuine, but I guess, I don't know, maybe some people think I'm a snob. I do give that off. I don't really like to talk to people or interact with them when I'm anywhere. So that's probably what it is.
So you think the first impression, one of the first impressions that you give people is that you're a snob.
Yes.
That's not who you are, but that's the impression that
Yeah.
mm,
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
on that right there. Going
What?
right on to the next question.
Okay.
If you traveled through time, Ginger Snap, if you traveled through time, where would you go? If you could travel through time, or say the next time you travel through time, because no one
Oh, wow. Okay.
travel
So
through
I
time.
guess I'd have to think of it outside of time and maybe in some type of different realm then.
Okay.
I think at that level, it would be different
Can you,
realms because I don't even know how to describe it.
can you
That's what
describe the realm you'd like to go to?
oh, well, no, I can't. I guess I should be able to figure that out and I go there, huh?
What is there a realm you don't want to go to? Like, is there a realm you know for sure is off limits? I'm not trying to go to that realm.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not trying to go to anything evil, which there's enough shit on this planet. I'm like, did I really sign up for this? I don't know what's going on.
Right.
So,
Or they could have like a kind of dirty, sooty realm where it's like kind of icky and sticks to you, and you're
so
like,
you're talking about,
I don't
oh,
know.
I see what you're saying. Oh, no, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't think I'd like that.
I mean, that could be good for mankind. Some kind. Maybe the point is that dirty, sticky, gooey thing that you have become is ultimately a good thing for man in general. Like, cause tar is good. You can drive on it, but tar comes from the deceased dinosaurs,
Okay.
which they probably weren't happy about being in that realm. Now they're like, you know what? This is bullshit. Ever since that ice age.
That's pretty good. I like that. Like if they were sitting around talking to each other like humans, that's what they would say.
They're like, man, this is on some bullshit right here. What's really going on with this G? And when am I gonna get my stimulus check? That's what I'm.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. What happened, Ginger Snap? What happened in the last dream you remember? Now, you've had lots of dreams. We all have a dream. And
Well,
the last dream you can remember, what happened in that dream?
well, how about not the last one I remember? How about if I tell you the one I had? It was probably 5 days ago. Just real quick, because I've never had this dream before. The Grim Reaper was in my dream.
Okay.
Right? Never had that dream before. And I wasn't scared of it, but I was like, honestly, I woke up and I said, what the fuck? And I really could not go back to sleep for a little bit. I was like, I'm not afraid of it, but why the fuck did I just dream of that?
But what was the Grim Reaper doing? Was the Grim Reaper just hanging out with you, or like?
Okay, so he had no face, and he had this black. It was black on the inside of his face, and then a black cape. Like if you've ever seen Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
It was kind of like that, except my dream, I don't think it had that much detail that I can remember, but it was weird. And I'm like, really?
Well, the
So
Grim Reaper has like only really one job. So if the Grim Reaper shows up, they're supposed to be taking somebody with them to death. You know, that's
sure.
the thing they do. Like, I don't think the Grim Reaper ever shows up and like, you've been served, fool. We're gonna see you in small claims court. You know what I mean? So the Grim Reaper is there only to do one thing. So did he or she do that in your dream? Like, did they take someone, or were they
No, nothing. So I know that death is also seen as transformation. So I understand that, and it's not as scary or as bad. So I just have never dreamt of the Grim Reaper before, and I was like, okay.
I wish I was some kind of dream analyst that could tell you what that means. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I know. I've talked to dream analysts, and so basically, what I've done is I learned to see how I feel. So I'll see something, and there are dream symbols that are quite universal, and you can just get those out of a dream symbol book. But it's how you feel in your dream. I think it's how you feel. There's a lot of symbolism, and then there's actual events. It's almost like how the Bible is written. It's really hard to see what's symbolic, and then it's really hard to see what's literal unless you actually experience it. You know what I mean? So many different feelings in a dream. So anyway, that's how I feel.
That is what's up. This is a new question. What is the darkest thing you've ever witnessed? Like, meaning something that happened that definitely was an evil or dark or
Really?
affirming thing. Like, I guess if you ever seen someone murder someone or rob a bank or those things are dark, but there's much more darker things than that. But I'm just saying, what is the darkest thing you've ever experienced in your life?
The things that I experience of darkness are things that I like, demons. So not necessarily people. I've
Doing
seen
things, not necessarily people doing things, but you're saying you've seen actual demons come hanging out with you.
they don't hang out with me, but I do see them, and it's not like I see them all the time, and it take many different forms. They're usually just a dark shadow, but it's always followed by a feeling of being afraid. So
But
it's the feeling.
right. But if you see a demon not necessarily committing a demonic act, what
No, I
makes that
don't see
dark?
that. No, I don't see that. I don't see that. I think that it's really hard for me to watch those things on TV. But yeah, I've never seen anybody kill anybody or anything like that in person. I So,
What is the one thing you think should be taught in school and it isn't right now, but you think, yeah, this thing should be taught in school. This is such a good thing. Everybody should learn this and they really should teach it in school.
well, I think school is so limited in life knowledge anyway. It wouldn't just be one thing. And I wouldn't, like, if I were to say, well, they should teach finances and money and banking, okay. But really, it should teach you that it seems like we're giving only two choices in life, like as far as creation goes with the Bible and with science, like Big Bang, or the earth was created, in 7 days or something like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if you are taught how to think beyond that, they don't have all the answers at school. And this memorization shit you have to go through isn't, I don't know, it's not everything.
Mm-hmm. We have time for one more question, which actually is the 20th question, which is great. And it's a good question, I think, to ask of everyone, which is, what is the thing you want to achieve most before you die? Whether that's in 6 minutes, 6 seconds.
Oh my God. Well, I would love to understand more about the universe, myself, purpose, the power, all the energy. That's what I would want.
That's what I would want too, actually. And I can't top that off with a better answer. That's actually the best way to close tonight's show. Hey, man, it's 20 questions. Our guest tonight, Ginger Snap.
Hello.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's all we got to say about it. We ain't got to say nothing else about that because that's all she wrote. Let me switch to my other camera. Bam. Okay. Was that fun?